Private tenants living in tower blocks with dangerous cladding have been living in fear since the Grenfell disaster. Today, new figures revealed that the majority of those tenants are here in the capital, an estimated 25,000 of them. They can now claim from a new government fund to help remove the flammable material, but critics say even more needs to be done, as Carl Mercer reports.
I naively entered into it wanting to help out to keep the cost down for everyone on the block.
Luke Austin has been walking these corridors about 30 hours a week for the last 2 years, patrolling to keep himself and the other residents of his private block safe.
So to comply with our enforcement notice, we were having to replace the fire alarms.
Like dozens of other blocks across the capital, North Point in Bromley has Grenfell-type cladding on the outside. Yesterday, the government promised money to help remove it. The silver covering at the ends of Luke's block is made of aluminium composite material, or ACM, like at Grenfell.
Basically, we know this is ACM cladding, and there's on each stair course, so we've got two of those, so one there and one over there. However, unfortunately, there's another 3 types of cladding on this building, which isn't ACM, but was tested and is just as far as I'm concerned, just as flammable.
Now Luke and his fellow residents are waiting to see what will be covered by the announcement made by the Housing Minister yesterday.
First and foremost, this fund is about public safety. It will allow remediation to happen quickly, it will restore peace of mind, and it will allow residents living in these blocks to get on with their lives.
This is what the government has promised, a £200 million fund across the country for people living in private high-rise blocks. It's emerged that covers 16,500 homes across the country. 10,600, or 2/3 of them, are in London, which could affect around 25,000 Londoners.
I think we need to keep pushing the government to provide the funding to get this work done. It's absolutely outrageous that people, through no fault of their own, are living in blocks where they're having to pay the cost to remove cladding or to have waking watch, when actually it's the freeholders who should be paying for the removal of this cladding. And it's nobody's fault, and yet they're facing, well, they've already faced 2 years waiting for something to be done.
Luke and his fellow residents are still spending around £15,000 a month paying for fire safety patrols in their block. They still have regular safety meetings.
Someone had said to me, or I think even in the press that I'd seen, that it's a bit like having your building clad in petrol almost, so it's pretty terrifying.
They, like others, will be waiting for more detail on the government's payment plans. Carl Mercer, BBC London News.